Estimates of measurements. Learning about approximate and accurate measurement. In our last lesson, we have learned how different quantities are measured. When we measure things, sometimes we do it very carefully, while at some other time we simply make a guess or estimate. When asked how long it takes to reach the office, you give a casual estimate and say, about 30 to 45 minutes. If asked what time your office starts, you tell accurate time. While weighing vegetables, the grocer will easily weigh in one extra. However, a goldsmith is very careful to weigh gold or silver accurately. It means that great care is taken while measuring precious things. If we measure the thickness of a big book of some 300 pages, we can do it easily with the help of our ruler. We find it difficult to measure the thickness of one pencil. But if you tie a bundle of 12 pencils, their total thickness can be measured. From that, you can calculate the thickness of one pencil. Accuracy of measurement. Things that are valuable, important, and used in small quantities are always measured very carefully and accurately. A frog that is little long or short does not cause a serious problem. But while making parts of a machine that fit into one another, even a tiny error cannot be tolerated. We all have seen the graduation marks made on the ruler, the thermometer, or the dial of the clock. We know that smallest distance a ruler can correctly measure is 1 millimeter. Wristwatch can correctly measure time with an accuracy of 1 second only. Till recently, it was not possible to measure quantities smaller than these accurately. But recent technological progress has given us instruments that give us micro measurements of quantities like distance, mass, and period of time accurately. Instruments that measure accurately up to 1/100th of a second are used nowadays to measure the time taken by participants in events like running, swimming, during prestigious sport meets. At the Rome Olympics in 1960, flying Sikh Milkha Singh missed his medal by 1/10th second. At the Los Angeles Olympics in 1984, the Indian athlete P.T. Usha lost her race by 1/100th second. Measuring the bowling speed. How is bowling speed measured during cricket match? Certain waves are used for this purpose. The speed is calculated from time taken by the ball and the distance travelled by it. It is measured during the radar system. The radar is also used in other sports competitions like tennis, cycling, and running. It is also used to spot and stop vehicles overspeeding on a busy road. The scales used in grocery shops displays the exact weight of the objects. When an object is placed on the pan of the scales, the digits showing the weight are flashed on the small screen. Possible errors in measurements. There are two sources of error in any measurement. One, the limitation of the instrument itself. And two, carelessness in handling the instrument. Errors that arise due to carelessness while measuring something cannot be excused. If a person reads 7.6 centimeter when the meter rod shows 7.5 centimeter, it is an error on the part of the individual. Standardized weights and measures. The Weights and Measures Department of the government works so that the consumers are not cheated in the weights and measures of commodities. The law makes it compulsory for the traders to take the following precautions with respect to weights and measures. 1. A balance must be stable at one place. 2. The beam of the balance should be such that it moves around a vertical axis freely. 3. The beam of the balance should have the standardized mark or stamp of the Department of Weights and Measures. Every weight must have a hole in the center. It is filled with lead. The lead carries the mark of the Weights and Measures Department. If this mark is missing, the weight is not considered standardized, and the department takes cognizance of it. 5. A weight has to be made of metal. A wooden or any other weight is not considered to be authorized. Summary. In everyday life, we often make approximate measurements. Estimated measurements are not accurate. Measurements of any quantity has to be accurate. For measuring a quantity, the proper unit and instrument must be used. Instruments are made in accordance with the quantity to be measured and the accuracy of measurement. While buying and selling, each person should be alert about the accuracy of measurement. The government has made the use of standardized. That is all in this lesson, students. Learning is fun.